Remember that the best way to learn is by putting what you know into action. If you had a bank that credited your account every morning with $86,400 and carried over no balance from day to day, and allowed you to keep no cash in your account, and every evening canceled whatever part of the account that you had failed to use during that day, what would you do? I know what you would do. Why, of course, you'd draw out every single cent and spend it, right? You heard about those millionaires last night who'd already spent it. Now they've got to work for another million. Well, you do have such a bank, and its name is time. Every morning, you are credited with 86,400 seconds, and every night, it rules off as lost whatever you haven't used for a good purpose. Carries over no balances, allows no overdrafts, and each day it opens a new account for you, and each night it burns the record of the day. If you fail to use today's deposit, the loss is yours. There's no going back, no drawing against tomorrow. You have to live in the present for today's deposit. And I want you to invest it so as to get the utmost in health and happiness and success in your career.
Or I love hearing Mary Kay. All right, Miss Kelly Magoon, Tuesday Night Live, take it away.
Woohoo! Not good morning. What is this? Good evening.
You look gorgeous.
Welcome to Tuesday Night Live. We are so excited to all be here together. And with Tuesday Night Live, we want to give honor where it is due. And when we give honor, it is to those that we are all honorable, right? But tonight we want to give recognition to those that are team building, those that have gone up in their sales, those that have bookings on their books. So if we could see a raise of hands, who all has bookings on their books right now? Hold on, I'm going to gallery view.
The directors are raising their hands.
Okay, who all? Oh, that's so awesome. Raise your hands again because I was offline there for a minute. Raise your hands if you have bookings. Raise them high. Okay, look at I have one booking right now. Who has a booking? Who has two? Who has three? Who has four? Who has five? Keep your hand. Okay, I saw Heather's hand go down at 5. Heather, great job. Good job. You are the queen of bookings. And remember, ladies, I don't even know if you guys can see me. Okay, there we are. Heather is in red, and she's making $700 to $1,000 a week. And it's because she had the mindset to say, okay, all I have to do is call people. I book them. I put the product on them. We wash it off. And I do it again and again. And she has her bookings. So give it up for Heather for having 5 bookings. Good job, Heather. Super proud of you. Okay, next up is this. Who has had any sharing appointments in this last week since last Tuesday? Who? I see Heather's hand. Keep your hands raised if you have them. Is there somebody else that has it behind you, Patsy? Okay, Heather. Is there anyone I'm not seeing? I only see Heather's hand. Okay, so Heather is the queen of sharing appointments. Heather, how many sharing appointments did you have last week? Okay, 1.
1, sorry.
It's okay, 1. Okay, but that's better than the 0 that we're seeing around the board, right? So very good job, Heather. This is why Heather is in red. She's getting the bookings and she's doing the sharing appointments. She only had 1 last week, but I know she's going to keep bumping it up as we go. Okay, next up, Queen of Sales. Now, think about this for a minute because we're going to honor a few people right now. Look at Director Patsy Fleisch. Give it up for Patsy because she's in the Queen's Court of Sales. And she finished early, and I bet she's really high up in the rankings because she finished so early. Queen's Court of Sales is $40,000 in 1 year. Can you imagine? She's seen people and seeing people. She's getting referrals. So that's why she's in the Queen's Court of Sales. And give it up for Miss Melanie Nilsson. She's Director Melanie Nilsson. She has doubled. She got Queen's Court of Sales and she got sharing. She's going to have a B and she's going to have the B, and you can get money or a ring. So congratulations to Melanie Nilsson. And then look over at Diane, because Diane Covington is a top director. I don't remember if you've done 2 or 3, but Diane, we all want to be Diane. She's in a Cadillac. She typically does 2 or 3 of the courts. And she is she's going to win that trip. I know she is, because she wants to go on that trip. So give it up for these directors. Be so proud of them. And ladies, we want to take their example. 100% take their example. And the example is this. And Kelly, what she has behind her right now is determination. So give it up for me for determination.
Yes, ma'am.
And you have determination, you have influence, you have everything it takes to be in the courts. Caroline, who all has earned Princess Court? Raise your hand. Who earned Princess Court? Heather, Melissa, Caroline did. I don't see Caroline. I can't see everyone, I don't think. So I know we have 3 right here. Is that correct? Kim
Janine
Welch,
also did Princess Court, but Carrie did their sales court, the company court.
Okay, Carrie did the company's court. So take these examples, ladies, and begin to invite people to our events. Invite people. Diane was masterful at teaching us tonight at 6 o'clock. And it's literally the invite and the try. And you can do it. So Queen's Court for this last week. Who made $300 this last week? I see Heather's hand go up. Anybody else's hand? Somebody's hand. Carrie McCurdy. Okay, Carrie and Heather. So Princess in Tuesday Night Live is $300, and we want to give it up for those that made $300 and above. Now, Heather and Carrie, I don't know how much you made, but I'm going to keep going. If you made 400, keep your hands raised, Carrie and Heather. Okay, both hands are up. 500, 600, 700, 800. Okay, you all went down, I think, when I said 800. So keep your hands up at 720. 750. Okay, who, how much did you make, Heather? You got to unmute. Carrie and Heather, will you unmute?
We can't hear you, ladies.
Okay, Carrie unmuted. So Carrie, how much did you make? Heather, we're waiting for you to unmute.
730.
730 was Carrie. Give it up for Carrie. Heather, how much did you make?
725.
Oh, she beat you by $5, girl. So we
Great
have
job,
the
Carrie.
Queen of Sales, which is Carrie McCurdy. Good job, Carrie. And so we are going to have the Queen each week, and we're going to have the runner-up each week. So, Miss Carrie McCurdy, how did you make $730 this week?
Resells.
Resells, okay.
Yep.
So
My
you have a
people
really
are
strong,
trained really well. They call me, so.
okay, so that means you have a really strong customer base.
Mhm.
And how Carrie can keep that up is by continually facialing more and more people. And that's how we're able to get those resells. And she's done that masterfully. Did you facial anyone, Carrie?
I facialed 2 faces, but they only spent like $100. The most
That
was
doesn't matter
resale.
because that's $50 in your pocket.
Yep.
So good
Most of
job.
it
It's
was
50 more
resale,
dollars than
though.
what you
I
had.
have a lot on repair, so
Okay. A lot on repair. So the the queen tonight was able to get that much money because she did her job on the front end very well. She's taking great care of her customers and they're calling her back. So Carrie, we want to applaud you. And yes, you facial too. You are on DIQ. That's why you're in DIQ, because you are taking great care. You're getting your bookings and you are in DIQ. So Miss Heather, come off or can you unmute yet? Okay, yay, she did it. Okay, so Miss Heather, where did you go? How did you make $725 this week?
Some reorders, and I had facial 3 women that had never tried Mary Kay before. And so I have 3 new customers on skincare sets.
Nice job. And you know
Heather,
what?
you got to get this sheet.
Diane talked tonight about getting 50 new customers by September or December. And Heather, you're on your way. You already have 3. So proud of you. Okay, ladies, so we want to honor all of you. Could you imagine if next week we had 10 of you like racing against each other because you went out and all you did was call people, text people, follow up with them, and you showed them the product? Wouldn't that be so awesome? So you get to have the chance this week to influence yourself, to get out the door, to call the people, to text, and show up for you and your business and your future pocket for you and your family. Good job, ladies. We're proud of you. So we have,
Kelly,
am I done?
do you mind if I ask
Yeah.
one really quick question? Heather, you were the queen of booking, and how many bookings did you get this week?
I got 5 bookings.
Can you just share with us your one quick tip? Like if I called you and I said, let's say I'm on your team and I'm like, oh, Heather, no one's saying yes. Like, what do I do? What would your advice be to me if I want to get 5 bookings?
Well, right now we are excited about this new contest. And so I would probably do a little role play with my team member to get her excited about the contest so she knows what to say to her people. Even if she just asked them a month ago, it's like, you just got to talk to them. And I would be excited about the contest because that's what I've been working on. And it's bringing people to, yes, I want to see you. I want to meet you. And so it's all when I get back from seminar, but I'm excited.
Okay, so what would you say to me if you were going to book me and you called me, you have my name and number from, let's say, an event or something, what would you say to book me?
I would say, hey, Diane, this is Heather. I met you at the Wedding Expo. I'm so excited about this new contest in Mary Kay. I'd love for you to go on a holiday with me. If you want to know a little bit more about that, message me. And then we'd talk and you'd call back and I would just explain what it is and let's get it on the calendar.
That's brilliant because what you're doing is you're giving them like a crumb of a Girl Scout cookie. You know, like if you have a taste of a Thin Mint cookie, then you want the whole box. So when somebody says, oh my gosh, there's this great contest, I think you could win. It's a spa holiday or a spa, however you say it, spa holiday, whatever.
I know I did.
It's like, I want to call it a spa holiday, but I don't think that's what it's called. But anyway, you then, and I love what you just did. You then pulled back and said, text me if you want more details. It's like, wait a minute, come back here. So brilliant, brilliant. Congratulations. You guys, there's nothing that she did that you can't do. There's nothing, Heather is duplicatable. There's nothing that she just said that you all cannot do, myself included. So congratulations, Heather.
Okay, ladies, we are moving towards momentum with building and building team members. So who in the crowd has a new consultant or a new consultant is right here on our Zoom tonight? Okay, so we all have a position. That's directors too. That's not just consultants because the directors don't have someone new either. So I like to empower you to remember we're all human, and let's have some wonderful new team members next week. Who's all in? So let's all be in and let's have some new team members because that gives us fresh blood and power. Okay, so are there any new red jackets in the room tonight? Okay, a position is open, ladies. Red jacket. It is where it is at. I know we used Heather as an example last week. Kim Welch and Heather are newest red jackets. And that doesn't mean that Sonia and Connie and Donna, they matter because they're red as well. Okay. But we all want to get 3 new so we can all be in red. It's just 3 new consultants and you can do it. And contests and promotions are next.
Miss Melanie Nelson, take it away.
You got to unmute, Melanie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to find myself to spotlight. Anyway, there is so much great stuff going on. This is like a super exciting time to be in Mary Kay, as if there was ever a time that was not exciting, but hey. Anyway, there is so much going on. And the first thing, which we've already talked a little bit about, is the makeover contest. So if you've had some entries into the makeover contest already, raise your hand or drop it in the chat, because congratulations. Because when your customer wins, you win too. And I don't know, I could get excited about a trip to a spa, a weekend at a spa, and $1,000. And the great thing about that is it gives us an excuse to reach out to people. And that is what I'm loving about it. And in addition to the company's contest, we are also doing our own local contest through our Facebook page, where you can, once your customers have entered the contest and their entry comes available online on the Mary Kay website. And we're being told that can take up to 4 days. So yeah. Don't panic. Don't panic if you don't see your customer's entry right away. They will get a confirmation when they enter, and then you need to be diligent about going back and finding that. Once you find your customer's entry, then send it to our Facebook page, and then we will put that on. You can tag your customer in it. She can have her friends come and vote, and they're going to vote just by liking the picture. And whoever gets the most likes is going to win our contest, which is a spa or a massage gift card. So I don't know. I'd like a
For
massage.
the consultant and the customer.
Okay, so same thing. If your customer wins, you win too. So thank you, Diane. So don't forget that. That to me is our most pressing reminder to reach out to people. It's an easy way to get people excited and to get people booked. So let's do that. The other thing I want to remind you of is the Power Up Challenge. I finally got mine. And yeah, I'm super excited. Finally got it.
Look how big that bag is.
I know, it's nice. It's got a nice webbing strap. So it's a nice woven webbing strap. And they kept talking about the cute print interior lining. So there you go, kind of candy striped, kind of very cute. And it's pink, so what not to love, right? So the thing is, this might not be the thing that floats your boat and gets you super excited, although it does have, it is Mary Kay branded. But it might not be the thing that floats your boat and gets you super excited. But here's the thing. If you don't get this prize this month, you've eliminated yourself from running for the consistency prize for the whole year. So who knows what we need to do to earn this prize?
Sell and place an order.
Sell and place an order, and it can be cumulative, but it has to be done before the end of this month. So we're on the 23rd of July. It has to happen before the 31st, but your 700 cumulative order for the month. So that's what we need to do for that. The other thing I want to remind you all is the preferred customer program is open enrollment. So it goes from now through August 16th. And the new catalogs will start shipping on September 2nd. Now it's a little bit different this year because we are combining fall and holiday, I believe. There's not two separate drops this year. They're making it a little bit simpler. But here's the thing. The catalog, the preferred customer catalog, is the greatest deal for us as consultants, because if we were to buy the catalogs, they're 45 cents a piece, and it would cost you over $1 to mail it. But Mary Kay will mail it to our customers directly with our information on the back, and it also has a sample inside, and they only charge us 90 cents per catalog. So it's a great deal for us. And they also send us a list and a reminder so that we can call our customers and start asking them, hey, start looking for your catalog. And it's an excuse to interact. So that's another great thing about it. Okay, so makeover contest, power up challenge, preferred customer program. Another reminder that our national sales director, Janice, has a contest going for this month. And there are more than 35 fabulous prizes that she is going to be giving away at seminar. And the way you get, and you can win even if you're not at seminar, but you need to be at seminar. But more than 35 fabulous prizes. A $400 wholesale order gets you 1 entry. $700 wholesale order gets you 5 entries. So in addition to getting the cute pink puffy bag, you also get 5 entries. And Janice, her prizes are always fabulous. And again, more than 35 prizes. You have an excellent chance of winning one just by getting your name in this drawing. Don't miss out. And then last thing, Janice has 2 events going for us this week. So tomorrow, Wednesday, 6 o'clock Pacific time on Janice's Zoom, skincare extras. So she's going to talk about all the supplements, all the extra things that we can use with our regular skincare routine. So it's not going to replace skincare, but these are the things that are going to improve and enhance our skincare. So she's got 4 favorites there, plus more. And don't forget Kate Spade giveaways. So
And Kendra Scott.
And Kendra Scott. So that, for me, that's usually my hook for customers. Is I'll put a message out on Facebook that say, it's like, who of my friends likes Kate Spade? And you get half a dozen people that go, yeah, I love Kate Spade. Those are ones that then you want to message them offline, send them a little, respond to their comments, say, I'm sending you a private message. And then in their offline, then you would tell them, hey, this is what's going on. And I love to see my customers or my friends win. So I would love to have you there as my guest. So that's Wednesday. And then Thursday, and I hope I have this one right. Thursday, we have it's a sharing call, and it's Dr. Lorinda King. She was the $1 Million Director. If you were at seminar last year, she was the #2 director in the Sapphire Seminar. And she also, so she gave a speech on the last day of seminar, and she just had such a fantastic story. She touched my heart. And yes, she's very charismatic. I actually have that word written down on my notes. Very charismatic, but also, she'll give you the whole range of emotions. So her story is fantastic. And not only do you want to get your guests there, but you want to be there and you want to hear her speak, because these top directors and our national sales directors, when they speak, they are they are the legacy of our company. That's where we are getting, plus we are learning. We may not have built our stories yet, but we can share their stories. So I think you're going to love that, and don't miss that. And that's all I got. Did I miss anything, Diane?
Melanie, can I just go back one thing? So first of all, you guys, I want to make sure you all know that the Wednesday events are also translated into Spanish. So if you've got a customer that she could even understand English, but feels more comfortable with Spanish, how Yemi keeps up with Janice, I don't know. But she somehow does. And I love Yummy's energy. So if you've got a customer, let them know that. But I'm going to give you 2 other scenarios. Let's say Heather's got someone on her team that just has maybe joined Mary Kay and has never ordered, or hasn't ordered in a long time and just keeps, she only uses 3 things. This is the perfect event for you to get a team member on, because chances are she doesn't know about Target Action Toning Body Lotion. And when you see what this product does, you're all going to want to drink it or swim in it. And then the boosters, Janice is going to talk about the boosters. Maybe your new recruit doesn't even know we have a booster. She thinks that's a vaccination. She doesn't even know we have boosters for your face. Radiance Peel, she might not know about that. So definitely get your team members on here to learn. If you are new, I can't imagine not plugging into every Wednesday event for the next 6 months, because I even learned stuff. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know Janice knew that. So it's like, you guys jump on these Wednesday events if you've got team members. Now, if it's a prospect, I would say every week I'm determined that one of my customers win, and I've got really good odds. So be sure you type in the chat that you're my guest, and I'm going to cross my fingers. And I'll tell you what, if you don't win one of Janice's prizes, I'm going to give to you something special. Give her a limited edition lip gloss, limited edition shadow, something you have that you want to move on your shelf anyway, but give it to her as a special gift. She will jump on. And when people jump on, I will be honest with you, every time someone goes, oh my God, there were 190 people on, I had no idea, or there were 250 people on. I think they think when they jump on, it's going to be like 6 people. And when they see the chat going crazy about, I love charcoal mask is amazing, they're like, wow, I need to get some of this charcoal mask. So those events are really, really powerful. So please encourage your team members, not just your guests. But wouldn't it be fun, Heather, if you had all your team on there tomorrow and then they all ended up saying, I need to place an order because I need some of that body lotion. So just throwing that out there.
Well, I think my next thing is to throw to you, because are we up for the time for some training?
Are we up for boot camp?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys, we have an 8-week summer boot camp. How many of you love it when your kids go off to summer camp? I remember when my kids would go off to summer camp, it's like, woohoo, you miss them. You miss maybe the chaos, the energy. But for a couple of days, it's like, whew, and they're having a blast. Do they miss you? Probably not. But we have an 8-week boot camp. So I have like a zillion pictures up here. So I'm just going to give you these to take a quick glance at super fast. So we are going to be sending. So first of all, when you attend all 8 weeks, you not only get a commemorative pink boot camp certificate that's been designed by Erin Marlowe, it's beautiful, but you also get a very exclusive special gift. So you want to do all 8 weeks. Now, some of us are going to be at seminar 1 week, but it will be recorded. So only if you're at seminar do we allow you to watch it. As long as you do the assignment and text your director your selfie, we'll let that 1 week slide. But every other week you need to be on in order to get the certificate. So let's look at this super quick. This is what's going to be going on our Pink Summit Bootcamp. So week 1, that's tonight, is backpacking week. I'm going to give you some great tips of what to put in your backpack and how to be prepared for your business. Then we're going to have Arts and Crafts week. Don't get too excited with your glue gun. You don't need a glue gun. We're good. 3rd week, scavenger hunt. You guys are going to love that week. It's super fun. Number 4, storytelling week. Not only what are the stories you're telling, but what are the stories you're telling yourself, in addition to the stories you're telling other people. And then number 5 is survival skills week. You're going to love that. 6 is the party theme week. You're going to get some extremely creative ideas that week. Week 7 is the summer lookbook week. And the final week is campfire stories week. So you do not want to miss these. Yes, they will be recorded so you can go back and continue to listen, but it's nothing like having interaction. So I'm going to ask Melanie and Kelly and Patsy to watch the chat so that if questions come up while I'm training, you guys can totally type in the chat any comments, thoughts, whatever. Okay. All right. So with that said, let me go in here and I'm going to show you. Okay. So this is our official. This is our official little cover page. Now you will be emailed this. So you will be emailed these 3 pages so that you can print these out. You don't have to print them out in color if you don't want to. If you don't have any colored ink or whatever, don't worry about it. And you don't even have to print out the cover page if you don't want to, if you're a saver of ink. But I'm just letting you know, we are doing the Pink Summit. It starts now and it ends September, I want to say it's either September 10th or September 11th. I can't remember the date, but it's 11 weeks from today, whatever day that is. Okay, so now grab your pen and paper, and we're going to go over the very first lesson for tonight, which is week 1, backpacking week. I should have gotten a backpack, but I don't own a backpack anymore, so maybe I'll have to go buy one. Oh, actually, you know what?
Diane,
yes, ma'am.
did you say 8 weeks or 11 weeks?
8 weeks.
Okay, because 11 would be August 1st, 10, 9, so it's September 10th.
Right. Thank you for that, Kelly. All right. So you will be emailed this, you guys, tonight. So everybody who's on here will be emailed these sheets. So you don't have to write all this down, but I would suggest you take some notes. Okay. So you've got a pad of paper. And again, please type comments or questions in the chat. So let's talk about this. First of all, let's look at the supplies. Who here has a good attitude? Now, do you guys know that attitude is in direct correlation to your altitude? You have a bad attitude, you think you're going to get off the ground? That would be no. But how many of you guys, I remember back in the day when we had our Mary Kay studio and the queen of sales was some young woman who stands up there who has no clue about the product. She doesn't really know product knowledge. She's excited. And she was, I had an $800 week and I don't even know how I did it. And everyone's like, who invited her to the meeting? I'm just kidding. But it's like, seriously, it's like, but she has a winning attitude. And when you have a winning attitude, nothing negative can happen. And if you do, you just step over the negative and just keep going. Okay, lots of smiles. Okay, because that's contagious. That's good. Your Mary Kay date book. Now, if you don't have a Mary Kay date book, get a date book. Now, I do have a paper date book and I also have a digital date book, but you're going to want something that you guys can keep. I'm just going to ask you guys to do this for the next 8 weeks. Get a paper date book. If you don't have one, I can suggest mine I bought at Amazon. I'm an anti-Amazon person, but I bought it anyway. And it goes from 7 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. So when I'm setting an appointment with somebody, I literally just circle the time and write their name. And so I do also have a Google Calendar, but this is the one that kind of really keeps me in place. You're going to need a pen for the next couple of weeks. You're going to need a journal. A journal, I would suggest just go to the Dollar Tree and you get one of these. It's like a little composition notebook. Can you guys, I don't know if you guys can all see me on this, but it's like a little composition notebook where the pages are, stitched in here. And so you could just write on here, Pink Boot Camp. And this could also be used for your MK Confident and Skincare Confident stuff. And you just write on here what it is and you will reference this and you will go back, like all of this, believe it or not, these are all notes from classes I've taken. People say, as a top director, do you still take notes? Yeah, you think? These are all national, this is all just since this year. This is all since January. I started a new one. This is every tip from nationals, top directors, a class, anything I take, I can't duplicate it if I can't find it, right? So you definitely want to get a notebook. All right, let me go back to our little list here. And again, you guys are going to be emailed this list, so don't worry. All right, so we have on here, you're going to need snacks. We never forget that. Markers, water, your cell phone, your business cards. Okay, if you do not have business cards, might I suggest you order some right away? Do not put your address on them. People don't need to know where you live. They don't even need to know the town you live in. As a woman, I would never put my home address in a business card. Now, if yours is already on there, don't worry. Just next time you order cards, I suggest leaving your address off. All right. Casual clothes. Yes, you want to have some casual clothes that you feel comfortable, but also don't hesitate to have that one outfit that makes you feel like $1 million. Do you all have that power skirt or that power outfit? I'll tell you a super quick story. I was at a star party. It was back in the day, maybe 10 years ago. And a husband came up to me and introduced himself as one of my consultants' husbands. And he goes, can I ask you a question? I said, sure. And he goes, why do you want my wife to wear her red jacket when she makes phone calls? I don't understand. And I said, or he goes, her red coat. And I said, so she wears her red coat when she makes phone calls? He goes, yeah. And she said, you told her to. And I said, well, that's interesting. I didn't tell her to, but if it makes her feel more powerful when she's on the phone, go for it. I said, it's kind of like Superman putting on his cape. And the husband said, he goes, oh, that's a great analogy. He goes, okay, I get it. So it's just about you feeling powerful. All right. Now we're going to skip down here because this is super important. A Mary Kay pin. Do you all have a Mary Kay pin or a magnetic name badge that you are wearing all the time? If your face is on, your pin goes on. If your face is not on, the pin comes off. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, if we look like a hot mess, Yeah. And Mary Kay used to say, put a mirror by your front door. As you're walking out, check your reflection. Mary Kay herself used to say this. If the woman in the mirror needs a makeover more than the woman you're going to approach, that would be the day to take off your pin. And I went, oh, wow. Okay. Now, comfortable shoes. So these last 5 things on here is I'm going to ask you guys, and I don't want you to raise your hand, so this is more rhetorical. Are you on Mary Kay skincare? Like, is your cleanser, your eye cream, your day cream, your night cream, your whatever solution, whatever, are you using all Mary Kay? You cannot sell what you do not wear. And if some of you are more frugal and say, yeah, but I spent this 40 bucks on the cleanser, use it on your body. Use it on some other body part. Like, whatever. Give it to your husband to use or something. I don't know. But, and then body care. Are you using all Mary Kay body care? Are you using all Mary Kay sun care? And are you using all Mary Kay color? You should never be pulling out of your purse a lip gloss, a lipstick, a lip liner that's another brand. I'm just going to tell you, just don't do it. All right. So those are the supplies. Now, here we go. These are the questions. You guys are going to need to fill these out, and you're going to take a picture of this. Okay, and you're going to send it to your director because this counts as your prize. So let's talk about these startup questions, and feel free to type in the chat if you'd like. First question is, how many hours per week can you donate to your Mary Kay business? And I'm talking in general, because this is setting you up for success between now and December. And then we'll wrap up the last 6 months of the year, January to June. But how many hours per week can you dedicate to your Mary Kay business in an average? Let's say you've got a full-time job, you've got kids. Maybe it's consistently, I can do 6 hours. You got 3 days, you can do 2 hours for 3 days, whatever it is, come up with your number. Okay. What stops you from reaching your hourly goals in your Mary Kay business? Now, this is really I don't know, it's one of those questions where you answer, but you don't really want anyone to see your answer, if you all know what I mean, right? You write an essay and you don't want the teacher to read it, kind of thing. But I'm going to tell you guys, and you guys feel free to type in the chat, what could possibly stop you from reaching your hourly goals in your business? I'm going to think of a couple things: self-sabotage, procrastination, fear, either fear of success or fear of failure, any of those. And feel free to type in the chat if you come up with other things. What could stop you from reaching your hourly goals? Oh, I know another thing: not setting any. If you don't have any goals, you don't have any steps to need to take. All right, question, and I'm going to let Kelly and the directors manage the chat for me. Question 3, what is your weekly, monthly sales goal in your Mary Kay business? Gang, your answer should never be as much as I can possibly sell. That's not a goal. If you ask a restaurant owner, what were your sales this week? He doesn't say, well, I hope to feed as many people that walk in the door. No, he or she has a goal. Our restaurant needs to sell $7,000 in meals this week, or whatever it is. All right, so what is your weekly and monthly sales goal for you to do the bag that Melanie held up so beautifully? You want to be selling roughly 14 to 1,500 during the month to be able to get that bag, so that you can be putting money in your pocket and money in your. Now, if you've got a smaller inventory or you've got a really new business, it's going to take a little more hustle for you guys to get that goal. But everything can be achieved if you set your mind to it. Okay, we're going to talk about mindset in a minute. Number 4, excuse me. What is your weekly, monthly sharing goal? So I'm going to ask you guys to do me a challenge over these 8 weeks. What if, okay, and I'm just going to be a little devil's advocate, but what if you shared the Mary Kay opportunity with every single face you did? With literally every single face. What would that look like? And how do you do that? Okay, so one quick example is I went to Elk Grove last night. It took me 1 hour and 45 minutes to get there. Okay, I get there and these women are all from India. They had candles burning. They had this whole spread of food. They were all sitting there. They all arrived 20 minutes early. That never happens at my parties typically. So I was excited. So I walk in, I set up all 7 trays and mirrors, and I'm looking at them. They're all related. They're either sisters, sister-in-laws, mothers, cousins, whatever. And I looked at the group and I said, I'm so excited that you were all here. I drove a long way and I'm super excited about pampering you. I said, I hope one of you decides to join Mary Kay tonight, because I would love to turn over the rest of the family to them to take care of. And they kind of looked at each other like, what is she talking about? And I just said, so you guys watch what I do, but I really think one of you, at least one of you, needs to join Mary Kay to take care, and I will turn over all these customers to you. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? To get 5 or 6 customers the day that you join, right? So what if you shared it with everybody? And you could even say things like, Heather, you know what? I know you might not be looking for any extra cash, but you're the quality that I'm looking for. You've got the personality, the attitude. So if you would do me a favor and listen to this video and come up with 3 questions, I'd love to gift you any one item in our entire line at half off if you'll give me 20 minutes of your time. And that's exactly what I do. And if someone said to me, well, what if she picks lifting serum? Let her pick lifting serum. What do I care? It's half off, gang. It covers your cost. But if I get 20 minutes of her time and she's impressed, I'm like, you're the quality that I'm looking for. Because what I do know is if Heather says no to me, eagles hang out with other eagles, ducks hang out with ducks. If Heather's an eagle, she knows other eagles. And I say, Heather, if this isn't for you, who do you know? Does that make sense? All right. So the last question on here is, do you work a full-time job? And if so, how many hours per week? Some of you guys are putting in more than 40 and some of you are not putting in 40. So you have to figure that part out. And again, we're going to email this all out to you. Number 3, your date book. So this is the fun part. Now it's time to take out your date book and color code them. Every week of summer camp will be a little different. So we're going to color code each week as we progress through our camping weeks. So tonight, what your assignment is going to be is to color code between Tuesday to Tuesday. So in the next 7 days, you're going to color code it. And I'm going to give you an example of what to do. Number 4 on here is MK Confident. If you haven't earned these already, and you guys, MK Confident is brand new. So unless you've done it in the last, I don't know, Kelly, do you remember when they changed it? Is it like 9 months ago? When was MK Confident changed? I know it's less than a year. So maybe 9. Okay. So if you haven't done MK Confident, or the new skincare one or Color Confident, then you need to redo that. And that's something I want you guys to be working on. And the very last thing is your selfie. This is how we know that you're progressing, and this is required. You take a thumbs up selfie. So yes, your thumb is up. You grab your phone, in case y'all don't know what a thumbs up selfie is. You literally hold your phone. I'll even show you all how to do this in case you're like, what? You literally go like this. You hold your phone up. You take a picture. You text it to who? Your director. Okay. Sonia Soto, I'm counting on you to do that. All right. So, so those are your assignments. All right. Now let's look at how to do color coding. Okay. Now I'm just going to ask you guys for this week one to do it the way that that this was set up. All right. So you can literally print this out. You can print out in black and white if you want, but then you're going to take colored highlighters, or you could use crayons if you don't have highlighters. You need a pink, a yellow, a green, and a blue. And what you're going to do is you're going to put squares. So let's go for blue. Okay, blue is your full-time job. So I'll just pick on, I don't know, I'll pick on Carrie. So Carrie does not have a full-time job, but she's got like, I don't know, 13 grandkids. So that's like a full-time job in itself. So if Carrie does not have a full-time job in blue, she does
I
do her
do
husband's.
have a full-time job.
You do the bookkeeping for your husband's business?
Yeah,
Okay. And how many hours a week do you work that?
about 30.
Okay. So do you have set hours that you try to do?
Yeah,
Okay. So Carrie's going to print this out and she's going to take a blue highlighter and she's going to block, let's just say it's from 9 in the morning until 2. She's going to block out every single day, Monday through Friday from 9 to 2, because that's when she's doing it. Okay. Then she's going to go to yellow, family and spiritual time. Let's say one of her grandkids has a birthday on Thursday. She's going to block that out. You literally just put squares, like literally, you know what I'm saying? I just highlight. I just literally take the square that's yellow and do that. Now the 2 colors left are pink and green. Pink are when you're coming to a meeting, you're going to Janice's Zoom tomorrow night. You're going to a star party, you're going to seminar, anything like that where you're attending things that further your education, that's pink. Green is making money, delivering. So I had a customer come over today, Lori Flaherty. She spent $170 something and she was here 5 minutes. So, which was great. She came and picked up some things. I showed her a few new things and she goes, oh, great. I'll take one of those and one of those. She doesn't typically do that, but I was excited. So green time is doing pampering sessions, facials for the makeover parties or for the makeover contest, sharing appointments, going out and checking your facial boxes, like all of that's anything that could be making you money or contributing to your money. Okay. So this is going to look like, you guys, like a hodgepodge. It's going to look like all kinds of craziness. Okay. And maybe while I have the product spotlight, I'm going to see if I can find a sheet that I sat down with. one of my consultants. So one of my consultants came to me and said, Diane, my husband's in the military. He's gone deployed for 6 months. I need to buy all new family room furniture while he's gone. And I said, Jackie, how much money are we talking? She said, I need probably $2,500 to $3,000. Now she's got 5 little kids. And I said, okay. So I said, tell me what your week looks like. And so she literally blocked in all through here when she's working. And then there's an hour for lunch and then blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, what do you do your hour of lunch? And she goes, oh my God. She goes, I go to my car or I sit at my desk and I just relax. Cause she's a mom of 5 kids. So she's, crazy. So what I said to her is I said, would you be willing to take 3 of those 1-hour blocks, maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and while you're having your lunch, would you be willing to make some texts or possible phone calls? She goes, I totally would do that because I can't do it when I get home because of the kids. So 3 days, so 3 of these 12-to-1 squares, she turned them into green. Instead of it just being personal time, she turned those into green. So every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, she makes sure the night before she's got her leads, her date book. She knows exactly who she's going to call, all of that. Does that make sense? So this is really important, you guys. What this will help you do is this will help you realize once I put in my blue and my yellow, then I say, okay, oh my gosh, look at all this leftover time. And I'll put in chamber events and things that I got going on. And then I look at all these spaces and say, when can I fit women in? Okay. So does anyone have questions on the color coding for the calendar or on the other page? Anybody have questions on either sheet? Feel free to unmute and throw a question at me.
Will this be on your your Facebook page?
It will be. I'll be posting it on Facebook, but I'm going to email out to everybody. So if you are new or you aren't sure that we have your email, make sure you type your email address into the chat so that we can send it out. So every week when you attend, you will be immediately sent everything. If you miss a meeting, then you're going to need to reach out to your director and ask her to send you stuff, because you guys, we're asking for an 8-week commitment every week. Do you think, Kelly, and do you think any of us kind of go, it's Tuesday, I wonder if I'm going to get on tonight? That would be no. It's like my family knows that for 30 flipping years, every single Tuesday night, even when there's been an earthquake, I show up. I dress up and show up, right? Those who show up, go up. Now, one thing that Heather had talked about earlier, and I think Kelly even mentioned it, is you guys, inactivity breeds fear. So let's say you get your date book all color coded and all ready to roll, right? And all of a sudden you look down, you're like, man, I got room to do like 4 classes. I don't even know what to say. Start with the person in your life who would pick you up by the side of the road if your car broke down. Because as soon as you get that one yes, the momentum it builds in your confidence is huge. Now, some of you might resist this and go, like some of the D's and even some of the I's are like, color coding, that looks like fun. And the D's are like, I don't need to do that. I know when I'm available. It's my schedule. I don't need to do that. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to do it anyway this 1 week. And I'll tell you why. It's a visible representation of what your schedule looks like. It's really important for you to understand that you, just like Mary Kay said at the beginning of that video that Melanie showed us, we get 86,400 seconds every day. Where are you spending it? Right? So if we have that many seconds every day, are we spending it in the areas that we need to be, that are going to give us the best return on our buck? Does that make sense? Now, Mary Kay used to also tell us, don't spend dollar time on penny jobs. Like one thing she used to tell us is always get a housekeeper, and because you can tax write that off. But even like if I'm going to enroll people in the preferred customer program, I'm going to do it before 8 a.m. or after 8 p.m. You have little kids, put them to bed. Wait till your husband falls asleep watching TV and then go in and do PCP. Or whatever. But I'm just saying, do you kind of get what I'm saying? Don't take time. Like if your kids, the only time you can be on the phone is from 1 to 2, that is not the time to enroll people in PCP. That is the time to text people and get excited about the makeover contest or whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, so the whole point of this first week is to look at and ask yourself, I'm going to go back to these questions really quick. Is to go back to these questions, because these you guys are going to be your launching pad for the rest of the next 8 weeks. So somebody like Carrie McCurdy, who works, she's already got another job. She's got, I don't know how many grandkids. She's going to say to herself, how many hours per week can I actually donate to my Mary Kay business on a regular, consistent basis? And maybe she says 10 or 12, whatever. and says, okay, so if I got 12 hours a week, I got to look at this. How am I going to spend those 12 hours? What stops me from reaching it? And maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's Quentin at the last minute saying, oh my gosh, you can't go to do a party. You got to do payroll or something. It's like, wait a minute. So then, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you got to figure out, you guys, what could possibly get in your way. And sometimes, honestly, it has nothing to do with your family. You get in your own way. We all do that. And of course, your goal, you cannot reach a goal if you do not set a goal. Okay. And so I want, and it's same thing with your sharing goal. Okay. And so you're going to block out your date book. You're going to work on the confident, and then you're going to send up a thumbs up selfie and send it to your director to show that you've completed week 1. Okay. So you have the week to do this. This you should be able to do. What's interesting is I'd ask you guys to fill this out tonight. And then what is tonight? Tuesday. Look back at your answers on Thursday or Friday, and maybe look at your answers again on Sunday to see, are those, am I spending that much time? What could possibly hold me back? And definitely dive into the MK Confident, Skincare Confident, and Color Confident. Now, when you guys attend all 8 weeks, you get a beautiful certificate and a really, really fun gift. So you don't want to miss. All right. All right. So with that, without further ado, Patsy, I'm going to turn it over to you to Product Spotlight. I think.
There it goes. Hi. Oh, Diane, that was so good. Thank you so much. I'm excited to get started on this. I hope you are. So we have product spotlight tonight, and our beautiful April is going to do a product spotlight for us. So April, unmute and take it away.
Yay.
Hi, everyone. I'm April. I'm with Patsy, and I also work with Kelly. I would love to show you one of my favorites of like all of our skincare is the body care as well. Besides, of course, you got to get the skincare, you got to take care of your face and your body. So one of my favorites also is the satin body set. I don't know if you can see it. It's all blurry. But it's a satin body work. I love this product because the everything helps with moisturizing, and for the even the body wash is really nice. It's gentle on your skin. I love it so much because then you'll be able to it's just sensitive for your skin. I have really sensitive skin, so that even like I work in the kitchen in the morning, and so then I'm sweaty and I get all itchy from all that heat in the kitchen, that it helps calm it during after a nice wash in your shower, and it's so nice, and it gives also the moisturizing and doesn't leave any film like other soaps do that I've had used in the past. So that's one thing I love about the body wash or the satin scrub. And then we also the scrub is just amazing because then even when you have like a small sunburn or something happens, that happens. It's happened to me where I got sunburn, and it's actually gentle enough to be able to exfoliate the skin and help with healing a process as well from that burn. And it's not so like, oh, it's not rough where it's like sandpaper on your skin. It's not like that. It's very gentle, just like how the microderm is on your face. It's like how it is on my skin. And it's really good with being on your feet too. When you're on your feet all the time, like I am, it is amazing. It helps with that irritation as well and gets nice and deep clean. So I love the lotion because it's a 24-hour moisturizer. And so then you can put it on, and then it actually helps really good with that too. And especially if with my I get irritations from the heat, it helps like create a barrier, and it helps with that moisturization as well, and it's amazing. I love it. And one thing I learned about also is that the shea butter that's in it is actually researched from. It is a century old thing. It's been around for centuries, and they used it to help with the moisturizing from back in, the Greek and the Roman times. So it's amazing. I love it. And then there's also, I wanted to say that the fragrances that's in it, the white tea citrus, it's one of the very popular smell because it's very light and fragrant as a tea itself, and it helps with anti-inflammatory from tea. and it's just amazing. It's awesome. And it has the delicate fragrance of grapefruit and some lemongrass and cardamom, cherry blossoms, and jasmine. So that has that floral accents to it behind that white tea. So it's really good, really amazing. I love it. It also contains omega-3, which helps with the inflammation, and it helps protect the natural barrier of the moisturization in your skin. It helps create like a bond, and it helps with that as well.
April, that was phenomenal. Thank you. You obviously did a lot of research. I feel inspired. Now I want to get another tube out and give it another try. I love it. Thank you.
I use it all the time. Every time in the shower, that's my main thing. It's like the one thing I take with me when I go traveling too. It's awesome. I love it.
So just so you know, April's a professional cook in a facility. It's not just in her kitchen. So she really is in there in the heat and really getting abused. So thank you for that. That was really lovely. I learned so much about it. So thank you for that. And we'll have another spotlight next week by another consultant. I'll let you know who it is. So we had a challenge last week because Diane's training last week was on 5 things about your mindset. Did anybody take advantage of working on that? I know we were supposed to work on getting some bookings for the, anybody challenge? Okay, I see one. Okay. All right. So we need to keep working on the challenges. I know Diane just laid out this wonderful program for us. Are you guys excited about this? I am so excited. I love a structured program. I'm an Army brat and I thrive on structure. So this is like a great roadmap for me. And I can't wait to, I am not the color pencil person. That is not me. I know some of you out there are all excited to get your color pencils out. Hallelujah. God bless you. That is not me. But I'm excited about this. And I know she talked about a thumbs up thing, right? And a selfie for later on. But I want a thumbs up selfie from you in the next 24 hours when you have this printed out, because I want to make sure everybody got it. So you when you print this out, show it to your director so we know you got what you need. And if you have any questions, that's your chance to jump in with your director and get a little more clarification if you're not sure how to move forward with this awesome program. And that's a quickie. That's a quick win. We can all use a quick win, I think. And I don't know if you've looked at this MK Confident. Fabulous. And it's in little blocks, so it's something that you can do in increments. And there's a little quiz at the end, and if you don't get the answer right, they let you keep taking the test till you get it right, because they want you to get it right. You are the professional, you are the expert in your field, you know more than anybody else that you will work with. So you need to step up and be the professional that you know you want to be. So it's almost time. So my challenge for you in the next 24 hours is to get this printed out and send a copy of it to your director. If you don't have a printer at home, I see that Staples will print it for you. Ask a friend, email it to somebody. Your director will get it to you tonight or tomorrow morning. And so I'm going to close with a quote from Mary Kay, because we just love our founder. And Mary Kay on July 23rd. Yeah.
Actually, before you move forward, can I say something about not having computers or whatnot?
Mm-hmm.
You can all send it to Canva or Piccollage, fill it out, and send it to your director with the hands up.
Okay.
And then Patsy, can I throw in one thing too before you finish?
Absolutely. Throw away.
Okay. So you guys wanted to know, some of you have made a comment in here like, well, what do you say? So there is a gal who is now renting my townhouse. I don't know her. She's gorgeous though. She's got bobbed hair that she dyes gray, which don't ask me why 30-year-olds dye their hair gray, but whatever, it's the new thing.
It's
so
a thing.
I don't know her. I've met her once, but she's got gorgeous color, ivory skin, greenish blue eyes. So I sent her the flyer of the contest, and I sent her this text that says, so I have a crazy question to ask you. That's how I opened the text. I know that might sound a little strange to most of you. Mary Kay just launched a makeover contest a few days ago. I started making a list of all the women I know who are gorgeous and have unique coloring, and that I think could possibly win this contest. And I actually thought of you. I don't know what nationality you are, but your coloring is gorgeous. It costs nothing to enter. And if you win, you and I would get to go to Scottsdale, Arizona for 2 nights and 3 days and get spa treatments and have $1,000 each for shopping. I think it would be super fun. Here's a flyer. So let me know what you think. I can do a quick skincare and color makeover and take your picture, and then you'd be cute for the whole day. And her response back is, oh, wow, thanks. I could do that. Is it just a headshot? Like, she's like all in. Is it just a headshot? So then I leave her a voice text and say, yeah, it's just a headshot. And I send her a sample of another entry. And so she says, okay, great. So I called her today and we scheduled it. So it's like, you could say
Super
something
easy.
as crazy as that, and that could be your booking. And then I want to
And
show
can
one
you
really-
share a screenshot of that with us? Like not like in our
how do
yeah.
I do that?
Send
What
it
kind
in
of-
our group and we'll put
Yeah.
it in our group.
Oh yeah, I'll post it. I'll post it. I'll send
Yeah.
it out in the email with all of you guys.
Fabulous. Thank you.
And you don't have to mention their nationality. It's just that I don't know if she's Ukraine. I don't know what she is, but her coloring is like ivory, green eyes. I don't know. And you can tell she's got dark roots. I don't know what national, but she's absolutely stunning looking. And then the last thing I wanted to show you guys is this is my consultant who's working a full-time job. This is what her thing looks like. She has quiet time from 6 to 7 before her kids get up. She has her commute. Then she has her job. Then she has lunch with calls, then a regular lunch with calls, and a regular lunch. So 2 days a week, she's just having lunch and relaxing. 3 days she makes calls. Then she has her job. So then she goes to the gym. She's avid about going to the gym 3 nights a week. She's got date night with her family on Friday, family night on Saturday, 2 parties on Saturday, 1 on the Thursday. So that's when she holds parties. Thursday night, because everyone's in a good mood, and 2 on Saturday. That's it. She's got family time Friday, family time Saturday, and family time all day Sunday. So it doesn't have to look like you're doing Mary Kay 24/7. And if anyone wants me to send them this little sample, I'm happy to do that. Okay. Sorry, Patsy, I didn't mean to take over your.
No, it's, hey, we love
Go
all
for
the
it.
nuggets from everybody, don't we? I mean, everybody has something that they offer, and we're all so different. I love that we get to share that. And I'm really excited to do this program with you all. Or I'm in Dallas now, so I can say y'all. All right, so Mary Kay has this wonderful little flip book that she gave us years ago. And there's a quote for every day of the month. So since it's the 23rd of July, I'm sharing this one. And it says, and it kind of speaks to where we are today. The first step is the hardest, making a commitment to yourself for yourself. But once you do, you are well on your way. So this is the first step tonight. We all want to see those selfies as soon as you get your thing printed out or Canva or, you know, just that you got it set up. You don't have to fill it out tonight. If you want to start it, very cool. But I want to make sure everybody got what they needed in printed, Canva, however you want to do it. We just want you to have the tools to get started, because getting started is the hardest step. You guys, this was awesome training. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Melanie.
All right, you guys have an outrageous week. We can't wait to get that selfie picture. You've got 24 hours to print it out, and then we will see you all next Tuesday for week 2 of boot camp. And feel free to wear pink if you want. Good night, everybody.
Miss Diane, can you send me in the group chat or something